There is no denying that today in Minecraft, there's a wide variety of mobs that one can encounter, each with their own unique behaviour. Some may be strong, some may be agile, and some may have wits. And today we count down the top 5 smartest mobs in Minecraft. Keep in mind this list includes mobs that are passive, neutral, and hostile, but does not include boss mobs such as the Ender Dragon, Wither, and Elder Guardian. With that being said, after carefully gathering information from the game and the player base, we have our list. To kick off this list, we'll have to dive deep into the ocean. Despite being a reasonably hard to locate mob, there's no questioning how territorial a Guardian's resolve is. When provoked, these agile creatures will swim swiftly, suddenly, and aggressively to appear threatening towards their victims and to defend their monument at all costs. After casting their laser beam at their targets, they will tactically reposition themselves further away from a player to prevent themselves from engaging in melee combat, in which they know is their weakness. However, if Guardians do find themselves in a close-up engagement, they will then use their body spikes to their advantage, extending them when in danger, acting similar to a Thorns enchantment for their targets. This Plan B type mechanic displays that Guardians have an extra level of initiative in combat. And despite how much trouble Guardians may find themselves in, they keep their goal in mind and will return to guarding the monument if they swim too far from home. Consequently, this all results in a mob that will pose an indefinite threat due to their cleverness. We know we have a very tight list on our hands when this mob sits at number 4. Arguably the best ranged foe in Minecraft, skeletons will persistently try to deliver a challenging encounter. There's no need to count the number of players that have had their jimmies rustled by these masterful archers. There's also no need to question their commendable combat maneuvers, which are astonishingly effective and complex for such a common mob. Skeletons have received a ton of care as they've aged with the game, as their accuracy and defensive maneuvering have been tweaked over the years to form them into what we see today as a formidable menace. And the danger doesn't end there. The skeleton's twin variant called Strays fire tipped arrows that will inflict slowness for 30 seconds, which in combat seems like an eternity. Skeletons are also able to act upon being set ablaze from sunlight, as they'll rush to find the nearest shaded area or find a pool of water to keep themselves safe from further fiery harm. With remarkable mid-combat maneuvering and solid preemptive firing accuracy, the skeleton boasts a fireworks display of commendable combat prowess. When we think of zombies, most usually acquaint them with single-minded, brain-dead beings, but in Minecraft, there is a significant amount of irony when it comes to the intelligence of zombie pigmen. Unlike their standard counterparts zombies, zombie pigmen are neutral, meaning they are not mindlessly aggressive to all players. However, most know by now that when a zombie pigman is attacked, they will immediately call for other zombie pigmen to come to its aid. This basic yet effective and almost unique battle strategy is one that zombie pigmen will use when it comes to defending their own lives, and if they've been provoked in the past, pigmen will remember a hostile player's face and bravely re-engage them in combat, calling out for backup once again. And if that weren't enough, on hard difficulty, they have enough brain power to understand that they have the ability to reach through and break down wooden doors at their own will. And most players know that a mob like Pigmen should be approached with caution when not even invisibility will stop them from finding you. Intelligence comes in all shapes and sizes, in this case, tall, dark, and slim. The Enderman is a mob that can often use its wits to its own advantage. Again, being a neutral mob, Endermen are not constantly and mindlessly aggressive, they just prefer not to be looked at. If they are, however, not only will they begin moving towards you like most other mobs, they will charge towards their target, sometimes using their unique teleport ability to confuse the victim and increase their chance of success. Furthermore, they will continue to teleport behind a player during combat to create further confusion. Conclusively, this combat technique speaks volumes for their cunning minds. Endermen also recognize pain as an opportunity to escape certain discomfort. Whether damage is received from lakes, oceans, rain, suffocation, fire, lava, projectiles, or melee attacks, Endermen have the ability to acknowledge a current threat or discomfort and retreat from battle or harm, saving their own life, opposed to the majority of other mobs that will attack recklessly until their target is simply dead. Oh, and of course they steal blocks and place them elsewhere. Why? Because they can. Overall, the threat posed by an Enderman only has their sheer decisiveness to blame for it. This list had a decent number of competitive candidates, so before we take a look at the smartest mob in Minecraft, let's quickly take a peek at a few honourable mentions. Homing themselves in villages, and even classed officially as an intelligent mob, the villager proudly stands as the most intelligent mob in Minecraft. Of course, being that they are a passive mob, they are not at all hard to kill, but they are the only mob in the game that can understand the concept of trade. This alone lends immense amounts of credibility to their understanding, and we're just getting started. Villagers are actively aware that when the moon rises, they must shut themselves safely within their houses, as they know of the dangers that lurk within the darkness of night. Again, the fact that they take precautionary measures to keep themselves safe before harm even finds them. It's hard to really place other mobs in the same league as their intelligence. Even baby villagers understand this practice. Additionally, if the coast is clear, they'll sometimes spread somewhat evenly throughout the village at night, so if one of the houses were to be broken into, not all the town's villagers would be at risk of any harm. And although it has no real effect on anything, villagers are the only mob in Minecraft that can socialize with other mobs of their kind, being villagers. Those Squidward-like noises they make from under their Squidward-like noses are them actually communicating with each other, which they'll most commonly do when nearby another villager. This is most commonly seen at day, when they tend to cluster together outside. And if communication isn't selling how smart these mobs really are, they grow their own food and share it to other villagers in need. Honestly, the details don't stop there, but I think by now you probably get the point that there is no competition for the villager's unrivaled mind. But I can't help to think that chickens know more than we think. I'm not paranoid, I'm just saying, that's all. If you are intrigued to see more of my top 5 videos, I've already thrown a link down in the description for you to get up to speed on all my top 5 episodes. And please, if you have any... if you have any ideas for other top 5 videos, all you have to do is leave a comment and I'll do the research. However, now is the time that I must wave and say goodbye. Stay happy, stay kind, and until next time, goodbye! Hello again, it's me, just letting you know that if you're keen to show your support and want to see more videos from me, simply hitting the like button helps out immensely. If you do, here's a virtual high five. Okay, bye!